Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog here on the World of Coasters. Today we're in a very dreary Great Yarmouth as we head towards the Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. We do this every year we come here. It's £12 at the moment for a 4-hour slot, which you can't go wrong with. That's pretty. That's good value. Right. That's good value for money. There's plenty of rides in here, including an old Scenic Railway roller coaster called the Rollercoaster, built in 1932, if memory serves correct. It's just in the background there. That has a brakeman on it and all that. There are a few other coasters here, including an SBF Visa Spinning coaster, just the figure of 8 ones. There's a Fabbri spinning coaster in here, a crazy caterpillar, or not a crazy caterpillar, a wacky worm coaster, and a log flume here, which doesn't like to run at the moment, but we are here at 12 o'clock on the nose to get in. Bit of a queue and it's starting to rain, so let's get into the park and see what we can get done. So we're in the park, pretty straightforward getting in. You just have your order number on the phone and we got straight in. One good thing which Louise spotted at the door, they now have an app here, so it's got your park map and everything. Don't know where you're going to be able to see it, but shows where all the rides are and all that, which is good to see. No queue times or anything like that, but that's kind of to be expected.
It's quite a small park.
Yeah. So what we're looking at doing first is this ride that opened last year for 2020. It's an SBF Visa. I believe this is the prototype of this ride. It's basically a flying Dumbos on steroids, as I called it last year. So you have your overhead restraints like so, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a little dial in the middle of the ride vehicle here, and you can control your height and your angle. So we'll get this one running, and then we'll get on. Good thing about this park is we are allowed on with the GoPro, so I've got the Hero 9 attached to my wrist, so we'll get you on all of the rides here. Now I've got the wrist strap on and our controls are such. Louise is in control at the moment, so you've got your spin right and spin left and then a button to go up. So Louise is going to take it nice and easy. Get some good news. Oh my god! No. Okay, so we're going up. Louise is spinning us. No. Go on, do one flip though. Give us a flip all the way around.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Do you want me to do it? You can do it. Here we go. Let's do the button. Push the button to make us go higher.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
Okay, so yeah, got a good view from up here. It has started to rain again. So yeah, but we're going, oh my god. 45-degree outward bank. Oh, we got some water on the lens.
Okay.
Ah! What are you doing?
I'm leaving you halfway on. I'm so scared, this is so scary.
Quite good responsive controls on it. Can I have a go? Just quick?
No.
I'm not allowed to because she knows I'll be flipping. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Keep pressing it, Luke, I'm falling.
Louise, take your hand off the control. Right, okay, let's go up. Let's go up on the arm.
If you take your hand off, it stops.
Okay, right. We're going up on the arm. Up on the arm. We're going for an outward spin. Here we go.
No.
What's the stop?
Luke, I swear. No more.
Okay.
No more.
We're just pressing the button.
No more.
Okay, so we're going up.
Oh my god, that is the scariest ride.
It's a very slow turn. I think we're coming to the end of the cycle. Yeah, we're at the end of the cycle now, so we can't.
Thank god. Thank god.
What do you think of it, Lou?
That is the scariest ride I've ever been on.
It is quite slow. We have to come on it again later, get a proper POV on the chest rig. But that is Lightning 360 at Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. Well, it certainly definitely is something different, that ride. I enjoyed it. It's very, very like intense, but not in the like fast or speedy way.
I did not enjoy it. I was just like, I'm gonna die.
You could have.
I've not felt like that on a ride.
Both of us were in between clicks, so we weren't like fully stapled, which means when you were upside down, you literally just hung.
And it's like, obviously you have to keep manoeuvring. So for me, I was like moving the stick, but also I couldn't hold on, like I could only hold on with one arm.
If we go on it again later, I'll make sure I staple you before we go in. A brilliant addition. I think that's the only one out there at the moment.
That ride and the one at Fantasy Island are the only rides where I feared for my actual life.
Right, anyway, there's a good selection of rides at this park, including the Dodgems, which I think they charge an upcharge for this one. I'm not entirely sure. But they've got a Funhouse here, which we'll have to give a crack on, and a ghost train just coming up. So Louise, you want to do the Funhouse or the ghost train? Ghost train first. So the ghost train is a haunted hotel, and when we came here last season, it actually had some work done to it, and it looks really good. Again, I'll be able to film on this with the GoPro, so we'll see you in the haunted hotel. A great little ghost train there. I think they've done a lot of work to that even since this season, like that end part of the ride. It was really good. I don't know how well you saw that because I filmed it on the GoPro. If we go on it again later, I'll take the camcorder on because that does better in low light. We're going to go on the Fun Factory now, which again I'll take the GoPro on because you've got to stand up on this one, so I ain't going to be with the camcorder in case I drop it. But this saw a repaint a couple of seasons ago and looks a lot better for it. It's called the Fun Factory. So let's get in the Funhouse. Right, so in the Funhouse. Oh my god! First thing, and I trip over a step. Right, so it's quite light in here. I don't know how much it's actually running. So let's go through. No running. These are light enough. Let's see if we can get back on the bar. Could use this disco music or something here. It's quite a mission to walk along. Thankfully got you on the strap so I won't fall over, hopefully. Whee! So here we go, onto the outside section now. As it goes, there's a pretty standard Funhouse. Go on, Lou. Get on it. Oh my god! Here we go, viewers watch. Back inside. Like I said, it's not a shame this middle part here is so barren. It would be nice if they had some disco music in here and maybe some actual effects. Go on, Louise. This is quite ferocious. Moving quite along. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Oh my god. Ferocious. You can see some accidents happening there. At least I got the sign, it's mind your head. To be honest, I think that's about it on this one. So the Funhouse, just a simple little Funhouse to be honest, nothing too amazing. I felt that they could do better in that one. Wasn't much variation.
And strobe lighting.
That would be cool. Anyway, here we go past the Fabbri spinning coaster, the Family Star, with these creepy artworks on the back. We're going to do this one a bit later. We're heading towards the roller coaster now. There's a few rides along here, including a less vintage version of the Snails at Joyland. Still a very good one and quite long. Crowd level wise, I feel that they've got this about right. It's not overly busy. I don't think it's a fully booked day. It is Wednesday today, so it's not going to be as busy as a weekend. But for £12 admission, can't go wrong. So next ride of the day is going to be the roller coaster. This is one of two Scenic Railways in the United Kingdom. It is the younger of the two, the other one being at Dreamland in Margate. This is a brilliant coaster. So like I say, this is a rare breed of coaster really. Only two in the UK. They actually have a brakeman on them. And they don't have any upstops. So if you look at the track down here, you can just see its side friction. So it rides to the top of the rails and it has this trough to avoid it coming out laterally. But when it comes to vertical, there's nothing to stop it, which is why you have a brakeman on this. Right, so we're on the roller coaster now. First ride of the year on this. I do love this one, the old Scenic Railway roller coaster. Yeah, we're on the back row, so absolutely nothing behind us, which means we should get some good lots of airtime on the hill. Brakeman back at the back there, so let's go on this ride. Yeah, as Louise just said, it's very cramped in here, so our safety bar is. Do you want a staple?
No.
No, we won't staple, but I'm having to sit cross-legged and down. Like, I don't know whether they were much shorter back in the day, but I'm struggling here. Right, so here we are, going up the hill. Gonna get some pullover. Hope we don't get ejected as the safety bar is really not there. Here we go. Oh my God! Oh! Only a little drop to start, but it's got some good drops, this coaster. As you'll see in a minute, here comes the big one. So there we go. Some lovely views over Yarmouth. Big old drop coming up. Here we go. So this basically goes out and back 3 times. It's one of the longer scenic railways out there, and
my favourite.
it is a good one. Like compared to Dreamland's Scenic Railway, this one is incredible. Just coming up to the next one, we've got the green light to go. The brakeman is pulled quite hard on the brake on this one. Here we go. We're going to have a little bunny hill now, so we should get some whips of airtime. Here we go. Oh, see! Oh my God!
I'm holding the bar down.
Hey, good old airtime. Can't beat a classic Woody. So we got the camera on the next drop. Right, so here we go. Next drop. This is a big one. Oh my God! Oh my God! Whoa! Get some serious speed. You can get some airtime on these up parts, but they have to brake. Because, like I said, there are no up stops on this whatsoever. Whoa. The roller coaster and a snail on its side.
Got attacked by a soldier.
Now I've got to get out of here. Easier said than done. Absolutely love a ride on a classic coaster, and that is one of the most classic ones in the country. Obviously, the only other one being Margate Scenic Railway. Not even Blackpool has a side friction coaster anymore. They would have had done in the day, but not now. We're going to be going on the Hanks Monorail next, which is just a little monorail that takes you around this end of the park. In the previous times we've been on this, the restraint doesn't work on it, so we'll let you know how that's going. But we'll see you when we get on. Yeah, very tight. Let's get on Hanks Monorail. Monorail now, which will give us a lovely tour of that end of the park, not this end. It doesn't go down that way. We go through the roller coaster and out to the back where there are some few other rides. There's quite a queue for the roller coaster now. It's down to the entrance, and they're only running the one train on it today, so yeah, that queue's going to be quite long all day now. Louise?
It's very tight.
One good thing about today, the lap bar is working. But then I think before we've been both in the front part, so it's quite tight. We should be able to catch the roller coaster going down one of its drops. Oh no, it's on the last one. But from here you can get some beautiful views of the Scenic Railway. Obviously this facade was redone, I don't know when, but originally it would have been like all mountain themed and would have had like Alpine villages on top and all that, so I'd like to think one day they go back to it, though I do like kind of what they've done here with the Americana style. Maybe we could use like a British style, but it looks pretty good. Going into the roller coaster. So inside the roller coaster, it's a car wash for our little car monorail. The other side of the roller coaster, we've got this end of the park, which there's less rides. You've got a little sizzler down here, a twister. I don't think we'll really come up this end of the park. There's not really much up here. I'd ride the sizzler. Waltzer's a waltzer. There's just kind of kiddie rides. Right, so next up we're going to go on the Snails ride, which is a newer take on the classic at Joyland. They're not as vintage as the ones at Joyland. So this snail ride at this park, all the snails are themed to different like jobs. So you've got the judge, the queen, the policeman.
The woman of the night, which
we got that one last time. We're getting the queue for this one and see which snail we're going to get. So let's join the queue. Looks like they've got some extended queue if necessary. But we're not going to need it today. Looks like they've done some work, because this artwork on the side with the snails and fairy tales looks new from last year. Here's one of the themed snails here. This is like the Irish snail, I guess. And this is the snail we got last time. It's the only snail with boobs. So our snail is actually going to be sombrero snail. So we're going to have the Mexican snail for our ride around the fairy tales. So we're off on the snails and fairy tales, and is our lock bar working? Okay, it has locked. So yeah, we're off on the snails and fairy tales, and they have had a bit of a retheme in here since last season. Looking much fresher. It looks very sad last time. Smile for the camera and the pigs. So there's Jack and the Beanstalk. So we can come out with this beautiful shots of the roller coaster and a very close head chopper. God, if you're a bit taller than me, you'd lose your head. But yeah, it's good to see they've actually done some work along here last season. This looks very sad. Come on, amigo, get us up this hill. Struggling a bit. Needs a burrito. Captain Hook and Neverland. These new print arts on the wall, they look pretty good. There's old Peter Pan up there. Then we got Snow White. They've taken a very Disney approach to this. Basically, they bought Disney characters and stuck them on their ride. I'm sure they're paying the royalties to Disney. We don't need to worry about that. It's just like being in Disneyland Paris, isn't it, Lo? Wow, look at all the diamonds. Definitely not copyright Disney at all. They have done a lot of work to this. It looks a lot better than it did last season. Copyright music. Thank you, Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, for using copyright music. Down the rabbit hole. I remember last season, this was barren, it was just blank walls. Wow, last season this was just an empty room. It's good to see they're pumping some money into this ride. This is the last scene. Just come off of the Snails and Fairy Tales. Very good to see they're actually putting some money into that ride now. What did you think of it, Lou?
I'm going on it again.
That was good. Like it was last year. That last scene, which was Alice in Wonderland, was just an empty room. Anyway, we're going to take a 5-minute break now, and then we'll get some more rides done. I'd like to get the Skydrop done here. I believe this is a Zampala drop tower here. It's just a little bounce tower. But it's quite forceful, this one, by the looks of it. And then of course we've got the Fabbri Family Star over here, which is just a spinning coaster. We got the credit for this, but it'd be nice to get a pop on it. So next ride of the day is going to be the Skydrop Tower. Louise is going to sit this one out. You don't fancy it?
Yeah.
Not overly intense. I think it's just sand parlour, but Louise gets some off-ride shots of me and I'll have the GoPro on. So see you on the ride. So no waiting for this one, straight on. Louise is filming me from the ground. Oh my god. Quite forceful actually. I haven't been on one of these in a while. Way! Right on the end. Quite a good little bounce now, to be honest. Way! Oh my god. Good 20 metres in the air. Here we go. We'll spot Louise a mile off on the ground in her yellow coat. Here we go. And that there is the Skydrop Tower. I completely forgot how forceful those little towers were, especially on the first launch. It definitely took my breath away for a split second. Not too major, but a good little laugh at a fun fair. Are we going on the wacky worm next, Lou? The Big Apple? So next up, we've already got the credit for this one. It is a Big Apple coaster. These are all over the place. Good laughing. We always get some strange looks going on them. Normally we just do them for the credit, but there's absolutely no queue for this one. So we're getting on this one and we'll see you on the wacky worm. So we're on the Big Apple coaster and Louise is behind me and I've actually scored. I've scored a front row. I've got absolutely no leg room though. So yeah, enjoy this front row POV on the Big Apple coaster. Here we go. Inside the apple. Through the Stinky Bog National Ride. Which literally has a trim brake on it, but I should get some of the speed as in the first trying to go down it. Here we go. Oh no, the trim brake's taking it all the way. There we go. Oh! We should get a few laps on this. So we're doing a rear facing one thing to get a reaction. I think you get 3 lap special on this. Yeah, you enjoying yourself? Yeah. Socially distanced. But yeah, we're in the same party, so it's a bit strange. Anyway, here we go, the second lap. It's a bit rocky, this one. Here we go. Whee! Whee! Hands up, we'll have no hands. I've got my hand on the antenna for this, but I'll put my hand up. Here we go, we're coming up to the major drop. I kind of have to wait for the tail end of the train. So the trim brake's on. And there we go, whoa! Oh my god, nearly derailed and died. We're going to get one more lap, which I won't film, we'll see when we get off the ride. So, the Big Apple is complete. We normally only do those for the credit, but I'm not going to say no if Louise wants to go on a coaster.
I didn't get front row, Luke.
You could have had it. I didn't even realise till I got on that I got the front row. Next up will be the Family Star. We might get on these Dumbos here. Totally not ripping off the Dumbos from Disney, as you can see with the artwork over there. But like I say, it looks like they painted all this up for the 2021 season, and it's looking nice and fresh, which is good to see. So the Family Star coaster is next. Again, we have this credit. We have all the credits in this part, for that matter of fact. It's just a Fabbri spinning coaster with this very strange design on the back. It's got families on the back. I don't know how you get on the back, but they're just random people. But yeah, it's Albert's Family Star, so whoever owns this ride, obviously the Albert family, sitting on the brake. Let's get on this ride. We'll see you on the Family Star. Here we go, the Fabbri travelling spinning coaster with a strange double-tiered chain lift on this. You go around the corner and then up the rest. The Family Star from last time we rode this, the brakes are a bit weird. So here we go. We've sat in the middle for boring distribution. Here we go. Whee! Okay. Oh, my God. Got a good old spin on. We're going to hit the brake now. Oh, just take all the speed out. This is what I mean by the weird brakes. It takes the speed out at the wrong point. So we're going to lose all our speed now. And the final trim is just before this last drop. And you really need to trim just after this bit. But here we go. So, way! Could really use a little trim here, but no! Way! Back into the brake line. It's smoother than last year. It's a good ride. So we just had a really good ride on the Family Star there. Louise, do you like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
It was running a lot smoother than last time. Last time, literally the brakes were taking all the speed out of it, which they still were to an extent, but it wasn't as bad. Anyway, next up we're going to go on the Dodgems. I can't remember if this is an upcharge, but I think I'm mixing them up with Adventure Island. Adventure Island in Essex do an upcharge for this. So we'll jump on the Dodgems now and crash into each other. Let's get on the Dodgems. So as bumper cars go, this is more what we're used to, unlike Pleasurewood Hills the other day. You're actually allowed to bump into each other on these ones, but it is one way, which is good, because we do like to bump into people on the Dodgems. It's the point of them. Right, so we're off on the Dodgems, it's a full load, and I've found Louise, so spin the camera around and show you what's going on. It's a bit crazy. Here we go. Point of view, we're coming up behind Louise now, we're going to hit her fast old Dodgems. Crashed into the wall. Getting picked on now because of the camera, I think. Okay, let's get away from all this. I think that's the end. That's the end of the ride. An absolutely excellent ride on the Dodgems there. I think that's the first time we've been on those ones.
Yeah, you normally miss them out because they're always so busy.
Yeah, they're good, they're fast, and people are brutal. The second they see me with a camera on them, it's kind of, hey, fan of the channel.
Let's go!
It's good to know that people actually recognise me now, which is good. Anyway, we're in the queue again to go on the Ghost Train now. Get a re-ride on that and actually film it on the camcorder because the GoPro didn't really like the low light. But yeah, as I was saying, the second people see me with a GoPro on that ride, it's like, let's ram him as hard as we can. Louise made me crash into the wall at one point.
Yeah, I sound with it.
So let's get on the Ghost Train and enjoy the ride. Here we go, into the haunted hotel. Just at the reception, gonna check into our room.
Pleasure Beach.
Pleasure Beach, not Blackpool though. Here we go. There's our baggage waiting to go in. It's a very dark Ghost Train this. They've really made use of the warehouse. There's some cleaning all over the place. Good to see. I don't know about you, Lou, but this train seems to be very well reclined compared to the other one. Yeah, we're going up these hills and I don't know, I think the seat isn't quite in properly on this one.
Like this.
Hold on, let me flip the camera around. Probably can't see us too well, but yeah, I feel very reclined, to say the least. Anyway, this camera's coping much better with the low light. You can actually see the projection at the end here. It's quite faint still, but it's still good. Oh, and then it's gone. Come back! We need your scariness. Oh, the one time and she's gone. Through the crash doors to the outside world, and then back through the Tower of Terror door. I do love a classic ghost train, and that one's really quite good. Like, it's not the best out there, but it is well done.
It's really good.
It is good. Anyway, Louise has persuaded me. She wants to rewrite the Snails.
I get the lady one.
You want the Lady of the Night Snail. I won't bore you with the same POV on this one, guys. We're going to ride the Snails and we'll head back over towards the roller coaster and the Whirlwind SBF Visa Spinning Coaster. Let's go. Right, so it's quietening off a bit now, and actually Mr. Sombrero is waiting for us. Assuming they don't have to unload anyone, we should get the same snail as before though. No queue for the snails. So another ride on the Snails done, and Louise is now up for the Skydrop tower here, so we're going to get another ride on this. Again, filmed on this one earlier. I've got the GoPro, so we'll see you on the ride. Here we go, strapped in, same seat as before. You excited, Lou?
Yeah.
It's quite sudden, here we go. Here we go. Whey!
Wow, they should have it facing the pier.
This is quite cool. Hey! Good drop on that first bounce.
Okay.
So, I told you it's good. Surprisingly good.
The lips are deceiving.
As Louise said, it would be quite cool if it was facing behind us, as we have the sea, but facing in towards the park.
Oh my god.
It's kind of forceful, isn't it?
It is.
I forgot how forceful these are. Like at the bottom of the drop, you really feel the G's, and when you go to the top, it's like your tummy goes, which is quite good. But you get a lovely view of Yarmouth, as I showed before. And we head down to the ground. Into the ground. Good bounces on this. What did you think of the Skydrop, Lou?
That was good.
It was good. They're surprisingly good. Anyway, next up, Louise's request. We're going on the Dumbos, not the Jumbos. They have obviously paid for the rights to use Dumbo from Disney. I think not. Anyway, let's get on it. It looks all painted up new for this season. We'll see you on the Dumbos. So somehow we've managed to fit both in one Dumbo. They're not as spacious as the ones you might find at Disneyland. They're actually the same model you find at the likes of Chessington World of Adventures, the Elephant ride. However, this one seems to be much higher capacity and goes higher up. And they operate on the foot pedal, which you can't see because I'm in the way. And as you can see, I'm very, very snugly packed in right now. Louise is in control of the Dumbo. Well, this is as exciting as it gets now.
I like the ones at Disneyland Paris better.
Yeah, they're a little bit more high budget.
I get to look at the castle.
It's a little bit higher budget, you know. Here you just have the houses over the way. Nothing really reminiscent of a castle.
In Disney they have the little water thing.
Somehow I think Disney have a higher budget. Anyway, we'll see you when we get off this ride. Won't bore you with any more footage.
We're going to attack by seagulls.
So with the flying Dumbos done, we're now heading down the far end of the park to have a look at the last remaining roller coaster in this park. However, I don't know whether we're going to be going on it. It's just a SBF Visa figure of 8 spinning coaster. A great little coaster for parks on a budget. But for me, it just they run that one for like, I think we had 8 or 10 laps on it last time. and it made me feel a little bit green in the gills, so we might give that one a miss. After we've been down there, I think we might look at going on the roller coaster again, depending on what the queue's like. Obviously, with the train running, it's got quite a queue, so I don't know whether we'll do that, but let's have a look down the far end of the park. So here is the roller coaster in question. It's called the Whirlwind, and you've got to give SBF Visa their dues. This is a brilliant space-saving coaster for a small park. I imagine on an indoor park it would go well. You can see Adventure Island investing in one of these one days. But it's just a spinning coaster. As you can see, it has a medium capacity, has 4 trains, and just does a figure of 8. If these trains aren't balanced right, my God, do they spin. And as you can see, you get multiple laps on them. Like I say, we got about 8 laps on it last time, and I was a bit green at the gills, so I might give this one a miss today. But we got it for the credit, so we're not missing out really. It's just pulling back into the station, and one thing I do like about these little rides is how the kicker wheels also used as the brakes for getting back in the station. They had 9 laps on this, so I think we'll give it a miss. Just I don't fancy spinning myself to nausea in the last hour of operations now. So let's just visit down the far end of the park, have a look what's on offer down here, and start heading towards the entrance. So as you can see, this end of the park, there's not much to it, it's kind of neglected. You got the Sizzler here, which is themed to Twister, and you can't really see the artwork behind, but it's very washed out. They've got the actors from it. They look a bit ghostly white, let's just say that. But yeah, nothing really too drastic around this end of the park. In the queue for the last ride of the day. Gonna get on the roller coaster. Right, so we've just had our last ride of the day. Didn't film on it, but we went on the roller coaster again. Quite a long queue on that, isn't it? Like it was about a 15-20 minute queue that time because they were only running the one train. We're going to call it now. It's just gone 3 o'clock. It's about 10 past 3. Operations today are 12 till 4. I feel like I've got my £12 worth. How about you, Lou?
Well, did I pay for this or did you?
I can't remember.
Probably Luke paid for it, so yeah, I definitely got £12 worth.
It's a great little seaside park. You know, I think the only seaside park that really outblows this one is Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Blackpool Pleasure Beach just has the bigger rides, but they do really well in this park. It's landlocked, but they've got some good rides here. So if you're in the area of Great Yarmouth, definitely give it a go. They've got the classic roller coasters, as you can see. Yeah, help the little parks out. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the vlog now, guys. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content posted weekly. We'll see you in the next vlog. Till then, bye.